Bitmine Immersion Technologies is rapidly gaining attention as a sharp sell off in Ethereum has placed intense pressure on the company's balance sheet, triggering widespread debate about risk, leverage, and governance across crypto linked equities. As the largest corporate holder of Ether, ETH, Bitmine is now sitting on an estimated $6.95 billion dollars in unrealized losses, a figure that has become a central talking point among investors. According to community tracking and reported data, Bitmine accumulated its ETH treasury at an average cost of approximately $3,883 per token, well above current market prices following Ethereum's recent correction. The resulting drawdown has led to growing fears that prolonged weakness in ETH could strain confidence in Ether treasury business models, particularly those that rely on continued capital raises to expand holdings. This pressure is being felt mostly in market net asset value, or MNAV, which has declined alongside Ethereum's price. As MNAV compresses, skeptics argue that it becomes increasingly difficult for ETH treasury companies to justify new equity issuance or attract fresh institutional capital, especially in a risk off macro environment. Community sentiment is deeply divided. Bearish or alarmed camp, investors warn that unrealized losses of this magnitude could test management's conviction and the broader viability of ETH centric treasury strategies. Concerns are intensifying around the company's recently approved massive increase in authorized shares, which many view as a red flag for future dilution, particularly if ETH prices remain depressed. Critics are revisiting management's past bullish price forecasts, questioning their credibility amid the current downturn. Some fear that further crypto market volatility could spark forced selling, reduced flexibility, or weaker fundraising prospects, even if outright liquidation is not imminent. The bullish long term camp supporters counter that the losses are unrealized, emphasizing that Bitmine's strategy is built around long term ETH conviction, not short term price action. Bulls argue that market stress often marks late cycle capitulation, and that treasury companies with scale may ultimately benefit when sentiment turns. Some see the drawdown as a stress test rather than a failure, believing Ethereum's long term adoption narrative remains intact. Overall, BMNR has become a flashpoint for the broader debate around crypto treasury companies. Are they visionary vehicles for institutional crypto exposure or structurally vulnerable during deep corrections? With Ethereum still volatile and macro uncertainty lingering, investors expect continued sharp price swings, heightened scrutiny of management decisions, and intensified debate over dilution, leverage, and strategy. For now, Bitmine sits at the center of that storm, a proxy not just for Ethereum's price, but for confidence in the Ether Treasury model itself.
So the stock is down 9.4%. This is Monday, the 2nd of February 2026. 2.2 million shares have crossed the tape. We still have roughly an hour and a half before the regular session opens. 50-day average is around 46.89 million shares. Okay, as of Friday the 29th, no, Friday the 30th of January, the extrapolation we had for BMNR was actually saying that today was going to be a down day, and that's what we're looking at right now. And it's actually saying that it will remain depressed up till Wednesday the 4th, and then after that, it might attempt to bounce. But there is no indication that it's going to rise above its 40-day moving average. That moving average, it seems, might prove to be a staunch resistance. So there's actually no indication that it's going to expand beyond that moving average towards the middle of March of this year. No indication at all. And projections are currently saying 19.15, 13.32, and 9.72. Okay. Previous projections were actually saying 44.6, 51.38, 55.57. Momentum is expected to remain flat. No momentum is expected to come up anytime soon. The 10-day moving average is dropping at losing roughly $2 every day. Let's see. Positions opened all the way back to 40 days ago and not in profits. The ones opened 200 days ago equally are in profits, but the ones opened all the way back to surely 10 days ago they're not in profits. As things are here, up to 40 days ago, not in profit. Possibly as well, the ones opened 200 days ago may not be in profit, but we may just need to confirm that moving average is sloping bullishly upwards. Let's see. Let's see whether we can find out whether that the 200-day moving average is whether it's gaining, it's whether it's trending or not. Yeah, okay. Yes, the ones positions open 200 days ago are still in profit. So even with the weakness the stock has been showing, especially since 2026, the 200-day moving average is still gaining 26 cents every day. But that's because of the strength it has actually shown before, not because of anything. So as a matter of fact, the stock has been consolidating within a longer term bullish trend since let's see, since late November of 2025. Yeah, there was an attempt to expand, and it broke through all of its moving averages apart from the 40-day moving average. That moving average served as a staunch resistance. Okay, and as things stand right now, it's at a discount to that moving average. We'll see whether it's in future whether it will still remain a primary supply line. Let's have a look at the 4 hour chart. Yeah, on the 4 hour chart, this weakness we are looking at right now is expected to remain in place up till midday today. Then after that, there might be an attempt to expand or rather bounce. But just as in the case of the daily chart, the 40 period moving average is expected to pose a strong resistance. It's not expected to expand beyond it. Projections are saying 26.95. It is an upper projection easily, yeah, 26.95. Previous projections on this on this 4 hour chart that we have as high as 40.97, but it's don't expect it to test those levels anytime soon. Well, yes, on momentum on this 4 hour chart is expected to pick up as well and remain elevated at least. Let's see, is expected to pick up and remain elevated at least up till Thursday, the 5th of February. Yeah. Okay. No guarantee that that will be the case at all. Yeah. Let's see what the market grid is going to give us in terms of. Oh, sorry, that was its 200-day moving average, not the 10-day moving average, not the 10 period moving average. Let's have a look at the 10 period moving average on this 4 hour chart. Yeah, yes, equally expected to pick up as well today. Yes, yeah, confirmed. Okay, but there's no guarantee that that will be the case at all. Let's have a look at the market grid. It will give us an indication of possible prices based on what's going on right now. Okay, the stock is trading outside of that grid. Okay, it has a couple of resistances. If in the case of attempting to bounce, you can see here 24. How many of them? We have between 24.19. We have four prices, five prices, 24.9, 24.19, all the way towards 24.92. So there will be a strong resistance around $24. Let's have a look at the 1 hour chart to see if we can get any validation, any verification with regard to the possible resistance from the $24 range. Okay, here we can't see, it's not visible here because okay, it's the grid has contracted, so it's currently at 22.63. So this is where it is right now. Okay, yeah, we have a couple of 24s here. I can see here we have two here. So indeed, it is. It might prove to be a resistance for the stock as it has actually picked up. It has got a rebound now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just see what you make of BMNR, and thank you very much for watching this video.